Hi, this is A. Wesley. That ain't just like a TIS. Like my video, please give it a thumbs up. Like my channel, please subscribe. The topic I'm going to talk to you today is about the Real Housewives of Potomac, Season 7, Episode 13. It started off with Karen and Ray at their house, and Karen was picking out outfits to go on the vacation trip to Mexico, and she walked in the room as Ray was looking out the window, and she said, "Ray, how do you like this outfit?" He said, "It looks good on you. It looks good on you. Probably looks good on you." She said, "Yeah, Ashley invited me to her birthday party in Mexico, and I was just trying to find some outfits to wear." And he said, "Yeah, they all look nice. They all look nice." Then it switched to the next scene, and the next scene was with Giselle talking on the phone with Robin in her car, and she was telling Robin about her doctor's appointment, and she told Robin that her doctor told her that she had some fibroid tumors that had to be removed, and she was saying that she was going to go in and get them removed for surgery. But she also asked her what did she like about Karen's event, and so she said, "Well, I thought it was gonna be something like what we had, like a telecast, but it's more like a variety show and stuff like that." And she said, "Yeah, I didn't like the fact that Karen had all those other guests, and then she came on at the last minute." And she was saying, "Yeah, I also didn't like the fact that she excluded Clarice." And Giselle said, "Yeah, Robert, I didn't like that she did that either. She had a big old thing that she posted on her Instagram thing of all the people that she had invited to her event, and Clarice's name was not on there." And Robin said, "I didn't think that was right." And Giselle said, "Yeah, that was very shady of Karen, very shady of Karen." And then it switched to the next scene, and the next scene was the ladies at the airport getting ready to board the plane. And then Shady Production showed them on the plane, but it was like a cartoon thing where they were going back and forth. And then they got to the hotel room, and Ashley was in a hotel room, and she was unpacking, and then she told me she got something for the girls. It was a bunch of vibrators, and so while she was doing that, Karen walked in and asked her what was she doing in her room. She said, "Oh, I'm just unpacking and getting ready and stuff." And I'm just finna go downstairs and meet with the rest of the girls. She said, "I got something for the girls." And Karen said, "What you got for the girls?" She said, "What it is, I bought these vibrators for the girls so we can come down and have some fun." She said, "Oh, yeah, yeah, let's go have some fun." And so they got down, and as they got down in the hallway, they were getting ready to go to, I guess, go to the restaurant or whatever. And then Ashley asked, "How was the girls? How was the trip? How's everything?" Giselle said, "Well, everything was all right except for the plane ride." And they said, "What went on with the plane ride?" And then Giselle said, Mia and Jacqueline were arguing about their kids, and about their kids, and about somebody babysitting their kids and stuff. And then Jacqueline told Mia it takes a village, and she's not a good mom. So they was arguing back and forth. She said, "Oh, that happened, that happened." And said, "It happened on the plane." She said, "Yeah, that happened on the plane." And let me pause this so I can get some water. Okay, I'm back. A little bit before they went on the trip, um, 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 Robin was at home with Juan, and her and Juan was telling their sons that they're going to get married. And one of her sons said they were going to get married after 7 years. And one of her sons were looking at, they didn't think they were ever going to get married. And then one of her sons asked her, was she going to invite Juju? I think Juju is Robin's, either Robin's dad or brother, whatever. And then after that, that's when the tailor walked in to get the measurements for their fitting and stuff like that. Then switched to the next scene, and the next scene was with Gordon telling Mia that she's doing a good job, doing the soft openings for the joint chiropractor's shop, and they're supposed to be opening one in Maryland. And Mia told G that she wasn't going to be able to go to the soft opening because she's gonna be in Mexico. She's gonna be in Mexico for Ashley's birthday. He said, "Oh, but like I said, you're still doing a good job." And then after that, like I said a few minutes ago, they had landed in Mexico, and Giselle was telling Karen and Ashley about the argument that Jackie and Mia had on the plane. And then after that, the girls decided to have lunch in the restaurant, and so they were having lunch in the restaurant, and all the ladies were sitting down, and Karen brought it up. Mia, what happened? Giselle said that you and Jackie had an argument on the plane and stuff like that. And Mia was saying, yeah, me and Jackie did have some kind of argument on the plane, but me and Jackie always fight like that, and it's not a big deal. It's not a big deal. And then so and then so Jacqueline said, I would never do you like that, Mia. I would never do you like that. I would never air out our grievances in front of a whole lot of people like you did and stuff like that. And then she said, and then Jackie said, I've been keeping all of your secrets, Mia. I ain't told none of your secrets, but you gonna do me like this in front of these ladies? She said, she said I kept it a secret that you were sleeping with a married man. Gordon was married before you got with him. She said, and Mia said, Jacqueline, you don't want to go there. You don't want to go there. And she said, no, I'm just saying I wouldn't out you like that. And then Jacqueline told her, you're going to end a 30-year relationship over something like this. And then so Karen kept saying, what is really going on? And Jackie said, well, yeah. Mia's like that when she can't control people. When she can't control me, it's like when she can't control me and stuff. She get all mad. And then Karen said, "I understand that Mia has a controlling spirit. I know I saw it for myself." And she said, Jacqueline, what do Mia do when she trying to control you? And Jacqueline said, just what she's doing right now, rolling her eyes and not talking to me and ignoring me and stuff. And then so Karen said, that's a shame. And Giselle said, yeah, y'all gonna ruin y'all relationship. Y'all should make up and want to talk about it. And then Mia didn't say nothing, and she didn't want to talk about it. And then it switched to the next scene. And the next scene, ooh, I need some more water. Jacqueline says to Mia, I will never do anything to hurt you. And Mia said, you did try to hurt me. She said, we're not trying to hurt you. She said, when we was in high school, Jacqueline, you got mad and you threw a brick at me, and that could have almost killed me. That's what Mia said. She said, I would never do you like that. And then she said, I would never. And she said, yeah, you also slept with married men too, Jacqueline. So what are you talking about with me? And she said, I would never air my things up. She said, I would never do you like that. And then Jacqueline started crying. And then Wendy came over there to comfort Mia while she was crying. And Candiace came over to her and they said, it's gonna be all right, it's gonna be all right. And then Mia said, well, me and Jacqueline always fight like that. We always fight like that. And she just needs to get over it. She just needs to get over it. She just trying to get sympathy from y'all women. And then everybody looked at Mia like she was crazy and stuff like that. And Mia just kept on. She just threw it off the thing. And then Giselle said, well, can we agree to stop this conversation, to cover this conversation? Karen said, yeah, we all agree. Karen said, yeah, we can all agree to stop this conversation right now. And Karen said, woo, I got a surprise for y'all. And she said, what is it? She said, I ain't gonna tell you right now, I'm gonna show you. So all the girls left the lunch table with Karen, and they went down to the beach, in the beach area, and Ashley looked, and then Candiace said, what is Karen getting us into? And with this random man? And Giselle said, what's going on? And then Karen said, well, we all need to go to yoga and do some kind of spiritual healing. That's what I'm doing. So the man got them and got to them, and they was doing yoga, and he was walking around saying some kind of saying some kind of spiritual language and stuff, and Giselle said, "Ooh, I wasn't ready for this. I mean, I wanted to have a good time, but nothing like this. What's this going on?" And then so what happened? Uh, it switched to the next scene, and it switched to the next scene, and the next scene was let me stop and get some water. Okay, the next scene is where Ashley and the ladies were going to arrive at the restaurant for dinner. Some of the ladies were already sitting down at the dinner table. At the dinner table, at the dinner table, Mia came in, and then Wendy came, and then Candiace came with Jacqueline, and she said, "Y'all haven't eaten yet? Have y'all eaten yet? We're a little late." And then Karen said, "No, ain't nobody ate yet. We just waiting for the rest of the girls to come." And then the next thing you know, Robin walked up and said, "Ooh, I'm late too. I'm late too." So they all got ready to sit down to eat dinner, and then Giselle said, "Karen, I didn't like." She said, "Karen, I didn't like what you did at your show, not inviting Clarice to your show." And then Karen said, "Well, you know why I didn't invite Clarice to my show." And then so she said, "Well, Karen, that was wrong with you. That was wrong with you." Giselle said, "Yeah, that was wrong." Giselle said, "Yeah, I didn't. That was wrong with you." And Robin said, "I didn't like it either. I didn't like it either." And so she said, "Well, why?" She said, "Well, yeah." She said, "Well, Karen, I'm sorry. I wanted to warn you about Clarice posting that video of you at the party and stuff. But before I could do it, she had already posted it. So I apologize to you for that." Karen said, "I'm not upset about the video being posted. I'm upset for the reason why the video was posted." She said, "Clarice posted that video because I didn't invite her to my party." Clarice chimed in and said, "No, it's not because you didn't invite me to your party. I just wanted to post a video because it was a fun time. We had fun. It was funny." People said, "No, you just want to do it like that." And then so Clarice told Karen, "If you don't like me, just say that. Just say that." And she said, and then Karen said, "You know why I don't mess with you, Clarice?" And then Clarice said, "Why you don't like me? You just don't like me." She said, "I told you. That's why you know I don't like you." She said, "Because what you did." She said, she said, "You trying to not like me for what happened for over 5 years ago." Oh, 5 years ago. She said, "Yeah, that what happened over 5 years ago." She said, "Yeah." Clarice said to Karen, "Yeah, you didn't support me through my divorce." And Karen said, "I couldn't support nobody because my father had just died, and then my mother died right after that, so I had a lot going on and stuff like that." And she said, "Clarice, the reason why I don't mess with you," she said, "because and then Clarice said, I came to your mama's funeral." And then Karen said, "The reason why I don't mess with you was because you remember Candiace, it was your anniversary, and Clarice was trying to talk about my mama, trying to say how she supported me by going to my mama's funeral around that. She wasn't supposed to do that. I told her not to discuss my mama." And she said, "Well, I thought it wasn't no big problem, Karen, why you did that." Karen jumped up and said, I told you, don't you be talking about my mama, don't be talking about my mama." And then so Clarice said, well, you ain't got to act like that. You got. And then Sharice jumped up and she started shaking the table and stuff. Ashley was looking funny. Wendy was looking funny. Everybody was looking funny. The show ended. Uh, Episode 13 was really good. It also falls back into episode 14. I'll do episode 14 either in this video or either in my next video and stuff like that. The last 4 or 5 episodes of Real Housewives of Potomac have really been good. This is A. Wesley. That ain't even tells it like a TI is. I am out.